Good morning, YouTube friends. Good morning, everyone. Privet. Bună ziua. Sawadee krap. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. And now let's check the progress of our vegetable garden. So here, if you have followed our YouTube channel and every segment of our live streaming videos, then you will see how good was this before the rampage that my chickens have done here. But despite of that, I was still trying to restore whatever I can, and perhaps not really that beautiful look as it was originally planted here. But I hope that some of these onion chives, bulbs, will be able to recover. Now, this is our onion chives. And let's go to our peppers. Our peppers here, YouTube friends, doesn't look healthy, but I'll try to like do everything that we can help these bell peppers survive. And yeah, I'll try. And we have these two pots that are empty because that pepper didn't survive. I don't know. So a lot of problems to consider here. The 2 to 3 different types of disease where usually peppers will succumbed regardless of its variety, but this one is capsicum, so it is more weak type of variety. So I'm thinking if this one will not succeed, then we will replace with another type of vegetable, as long as or whatever available seedlings we have in our keeping. So let's go to our first garden enclosure. So here, YouTube friends, if you have watched my YouTube short, and I have 2 to 3 live streaming about this pots here. Originally, we planted the first buds of our carrots, and there was this beautiful green plants here, the carrot seedlings that starts growing, and it's very healthy. But as I mentioned, the rampage that my chickens did in our onion chives, and that day, this door, I consider a door or a gate of this garden enclosure, was open. I was not able to close it. So they came in and they scratched everything in here. So I have to replant again. The seeds that I planted this for the second time, it's not from that pack. That pack was expired 2 months. Yeah. But still, the seeds were growing. But the seeds that I seeded here a few days ago after the rampage, that's from a new pack. But I'm glad that my chickens did not hop in here and scratch. So this one remained untouched. I'm so happy because I don't have any spare seedling for our baby carrot. It's another type of carrot. It doesn't grow big in size, but that is one of the most expensive variety. So we have like a good number of seedlings growing, and we still have to do the thinning, means pulling out or cutting those seedlings that are growing in close space with one another. So you have to create a significant space in between so that the carrots will be able to develop tubers. So the same in here, I planted the same variety, but we only have a few surviving. I don't know if there will be more, hopefully. And here we have these spare green eggplants and another pot of onion chives. And these lady fingers here, YouTube friends, I will bring you later to the original place where I pulled out all these um, ladyfingers or okra seeds or okra seedlings into these 4 pots. But actually, this will be their permanent location until they start producing fruits. But we just have to bend uh, these okra plants that are planted on the side, and at the center will remain go straight up, but the rest have to bend, leaning on the outside of the pot so that we can create space, and all of these standing okra seedlings here will be able to produce a handful of fruits, while at the same time we can maintain that there's the this is the only limited space and limited soil they have, but they can um, maximize the produce. So these are our okra seeds. And here, YouTube friends, I think you have watched me last night. So this is bush beans or bagu beans is what we call in my dialect in my country, Philippines. So it's not that big yet, but I'll come back here regularly to show you how beautiful, how gorgeous this type of beans, and good for different types of menus. So we have 11 pots here where I planted like 2 to 3 seeds in each pot. But I'm thinking that I'll have to add more. So I'll be planting another 3 or 4 seeds on the other side, because all the seeds are planted on this right side of the pot. But the left side of the pot, if you face go in there, these sides are still empty, so I can still plant 2 or 4 seeds to 5 seeds more. And these are our long green eggplants. It's been attacked by aphids, and I have to control the number of the population of these uh, disturbing pests. Yeah, they're sucking the nutrients, the liquid, the sap of your plants until it gets dry, while the ants keep sucking their rectum to harvest the nectar. That's why they're working hand in hand between uh, the ants and the aphids, and at the cost, at the expense of the health of your plants and my effort as a gardener. So these are our long green eggplants. They look healthy, but I keep doing my monitoring work here every single day. So these carrots here, if you've watched my live streaming about the unique method of planting carrots, these carrot seedlings here were pulled out from that original 2 pots where the chickens rampage all the plants there. And we have a few surviving plants here, and I think here it's intact. Now there's a few that dies, but still I can let this carrot seedlings here develop. I don't know if they can produce tubers, but no one have done in history, in YouTube or any social media, have done this unique method of planting carrots, where you have to pull one single seedling from its original seeded place and then transfer it or move it out to another location. So it's an experimentation stuff, something like, but who knows, if our method works, then we will keep doing this for the next season. So more long green eggplants here. I think I have around let me count this one: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19. We have 19 plants of long green eggplants, so we will have tons and tons of vegetables coming up as long as all these will succeed. So that's why it needs our quality time to look after, watering, fertilizing, taking care of the plants by controlling the number of pests, and like observing the telltale sign of any possible disease that may spread out here. So let's go out here. So this will be our live streaming today. I started the first half of our live streaming about soil mixing, and I'll continue doing that. I stopped like around after 30 minutes of doing live streaming this early dawn because I did have a poker tournament, but I was busted earlier, so I was a little bit upset about it. But I'll try for another tournament next week. But it's classes time. I have my schedule for examination of the students, but well, I'll try to find time in between. So we will get back in our live streaming later on. So as I mentioned to you lately, um, those okra seedlings or ladyfinger seedlings were taken out from here because last season there were this like bunch of tiny type of slugs that are dwelling underneath this rice hull and chicken cow's manure. And so I planted more seeds in each spot. So there are four spots that I planted. Like here, these are the four spots. One, two, three, four. And each spot I planted like eight, seven, four, five seeds. But all of the seeds grow. And so I opened this pots here, but I have to cover this one lately once our chickens who do the rampage in our garden will be loose from their chicken coops in order to protect these very delicate vegetables. So I added the spot one, two, three, four. So that makes seven. No, I added three. One, two, three. On top of the four spots. So it makes seven. So the same here makes seven. This is the original spot. You can see the holes and why the leaves have been eaten by something, and it's the slugs. But their number of population is not that much. This season, that's why we have this successful, good rate of successful growing seeds from our okra or ladyfinger plant. And here, it's pumpkin. It's Japanese pumpkin. See that? That's Japanese pumpkin. And yeah, we're able to grow the seeds here. I don't know if I can remove the other one, but if I remove that, I think the transition process might be painful to the plant. So maybe I just let these pumpkin seeds like grow. Probably I just have to do the other option in which I have to create space in between of the plants. So one has to go there, one vine has to go here. So they will like take over the whole directions, the whole place, but it's no problem, at least as long as I have pumpkin plants that can survive. Because here we have this original or the first batch we planted from the seed that I took from the fruit that we bought from the store, but it doesn't seem look good, so we have to remove that one once the seeds are growing here. So the seed is not really healthy here, but I hope that one will recover. We still have two here, but I'm still waiting. Maybe um, we can dig it out. We'll see if. Ah, my goodness. This is now. So not just the slug, but even the ants are also interested of eating. So this is the kind of the slag that I already mentioned to you lately.
It's a tiny species, it's a tiny type of a slug, but they're very notorious in eating the embryo seeds, the embryo of your seed. Once that embryo begins to come out from the the tip of the seed, then this one is the attacker, eating that soft tissue until nothing is left behind, and your seed becomes an empty pod, something like this. So I think the seeds here are not quite successful. We'll check in here if the same thing that happened to the first one that we just dig out. I couldn't find any seeds here. We keep digging, but I checked it already last other day, and it looks like it's growing, but I'm not sure right now. So, well, in that case, I might be forced to pull out some healthy. Here. Same thing that happened. See that? See that seed? The embryo was eaten. See that? The embryo was eaten by this culprit here. This one. This is the culprit. And I will not hesitate to control their population if there's a chance that I might have. This one is crawling. That's why we only have a few there in our okra seeds, okra in the pot where we planted okra plants, because now it's a turnaround since the slugs are here, not there. But well, we do what we can by moving out some of these seedlings. I thought that the seeds I'll be planting here will not grow if I only plant one. But actually, all the seeds that I planted here are all healthy, and there's a misfortune in that side. So probably I can pull this out, and another one there, here, and probably another one from either of these two spots remaining, and we'll move it there so that we can balance. So this area, there will be few vines climbing up here into this trellis, and the same goes with this pot as well. So let's go and check our tomatoes, YouTube friends. So in case, yeah, this is our lemon tree, lemon cedar tree. I don't exactly know the English name of this. Lemon, because lemon tree is different. But lemon cedar, I don't know if it's the English word already or this another one. Thai people call this one locally mapet. My accent, my sound, my is probably not 100% correct. So if you are a Thai viewer there, you can correct me and help me uh, correct the exact sound of that plant, the name, I mean. So we have this healthy one. So let's go to our tomato plants. So in case you miss our live streaming or you don't want to watch the whole 1 hour, 2 hours of live streaming, because that's my regular work in the garden. I'm documenting my activity every time I'm here in the garden doing something. It could be clearing weeds, it could be removing unwanted vegetation, it could be planting, seeding, fertilizing, watering. So that's my world here, like roaming around and then doing whatever I can do in my garden to maintain the look, the cleanliness, the orderliness. But here it's still a mess up. But I'm trying to fix this one. So let's go to our tomatoes. I've been saying that one for 3 to 4 times already. Good morning, YouTube friends. So again, this is the last part. This is our tomato. Our tomato here started flowering, but I'm not convinced yet because I can see some of the plants are infected with the disease. This one is infected, but I give the benefit of the doubt for this plant. I give her a chance to prove that she can actually produce a few genuine fruits, not just flowers. So we'll be fertilizing later on today. So this one have a few flowers in it. This one is sickly, and also this one looks sick. This one there's no sign yet, but hopefully not be get infected. And this one looks sickly. This one too. These are newly planted. I still have a few spare seedlings of our tomatoes, but I hope that I will not keep on replanting because I'm planning to plant some hanging tomatoes like I did the last season, but it was not recorded. But of course, this season I'll try to record everything here, every activity that I'll be doing in the garden. So it's still messy. I have to gather these dried leaves from this they call like fig tree, whatever we call that one, tubog in my dialect in Philippines. For Tagalog, tibig. So I have to clear this unwanted vegetation here, the grass, the weeds that are growing besides our pots, and then I have to make this area clean, and also try to find some option that we can reassess the situation of this infected tomatoes, or remove them completely from this row and then replant another. So it's not easy to do gardening, YouTube friends, but it's kind of rewarding if you see good results uh, with all the efforts you have done. So I think that is all that I can show you. I still do have another area, but that is outside, so that would be another video or another time. I still have to spend my breakfast and then continue working on our soil mixing today to prepare more pots. But actually, the spare seedlings that we have here that are available, long green eggplants, are even the numbers are more than the available pots that we have. So we have to keep working. And I have competition coming. I have to train 2 students. I do have already for the lower level of high school, the defending champion of the impromptu speech competition national level last year. But the higher level is my problem because I couldn't find one yet. So my Matem 6 students, all of them are declining the offer because they're quite busy preparing their lives for the next environment that they're going to step in. That is the university life. They have to prepare a lot of things before getting into any university school. So I do understand, but I have to find in which I don't have access for my time 4 and 5. So it's a struggle. So now I'm thinking that the practice will start by the first day of January when we're back at school, maybe January to January 3. And that would be a struggle because, yeah, I still have classes to monitor. I provided different activities uh, according to the program they are in. For Matem 3, I have gardening, forex trading, and practice. Oh, school stuffs is heavy, YouTube friends. It's not easy. I have some additional work, and of course, I should not abandon my garden. If I will do it, then all my efforts that I have exerted here for the past few months will be for nothing. So that is all for today. Thank you once again for watching this lengthy video, and I'd like to see you all in the next upload, and hopefully that you will joining us again every time we have live streaming in whatever activities we will be doing here. Have a nice day.